Hi, I'm Stu, and I'm standing in one of my favorite places, which is 100,000 bottles of wine around me. And I'm also standing with one of my favorite people, Jerry Martellero, who handles our Stu Leonard's wine business. He's been in the business 30 years, hundreds of books in his house, is the most knowledgeable person I've met. And I asked Jerry to help you all out. What are the best wines to have for Easter this year? And we have great people at Stu Leonard's to help you. We have over 15 certified wine specialists that can help you. And I'm also proud that we just came in number 18 on the Fortune 100 Best Places to Work For. So anyway, Jerry, what do we have? We have 4 gems right here. Tell us about them. What do we got?
Well, the first wine, Stu, is from New Zealand. It's a Riesling. You know, New Zealand's...
You know what I like? I get to drink these as he talks.
And New Zealand's mostly known for Sauvignon Blanc, but they do a great job with Riesling because this comes from the South Island. The South Island's really the coolest area in New Zealand.
Hey, Jerry, just before we start, tell me how New Zealand all went screw-off caps now.
Because there is a shortage of corks in the world, and New Zealand, knowing that you drink the wines young, fresh, and you want them to make it accessible for everybody, and the screw caps to be a thing, they're an easy way to get through them real quickly.
And we met from France. What was his name? He married Gina Gallo.
We met Jean-Francois from Boissé.
And he said he'd had a screw-off cut. He lives in France. He had his beautiful Bordeaux that was 20 years, 30 years old, and he had a screw-off cap, and he said it was delicious.
Yeah, he said, the myths of these screw caps being cheapening the product is not true. These Stelvin caps, which that is, keeps the wine fresh and lively for a long, long time.
Plus, it's easy to open. That's what I love. Okay, we got a Riesling. You want to just...
Well, on the nose, this Riesling's got like hints of peaches and apricots. It's a almost very tropical on the nose. But this is more done in the German style. It's got a dry, little stony, minerally quality to mid-palate, and nice, long finish. One of the things we like to have with this, big thing for Easter is ham. Ham's got a little bit of a salty quality to it. And you know what? The fruit in this wine, that little touch of sweetness, will complement well.
This is so easy to drink.
Ice cold, you can serve it as an aperitif or with the meal.
And it's not too sweet either, like the German Rieslings.
No, this will go great. This is more, it's really got Germanic in flavor and style, but more Alsatian in character.
And the Riesling grapes likes cold weather?
Loves cold weather.
This is South Island of New Zealand, cold weather down there?
And stone soils, that gravelly stone soils.
And they have, Pinot Noir loves the same climate.
Same thing.
So this is grown in a great region, great
definitely,
temperature.
Definitely.
Great grape. That's delicious right there. And you want to know what else is really good about it? The price, $9.99. How can you go wrong with a wine like that? What's our next one that we have, Jerry?
Our next one is our Venue Chardonnay. It comes from Santa Barbara County. So this is produced by an old friend of ours, Allison Crow, who's been, traveled the world, been a winemaker in Chile and Argentina. She right now is in charge of one of the largest land on prop blends, which owns land all over Napa.
But she also grows grapes for some of the best wineries in Napa.
Oh, that's it. Right? She did stuff for Cakebread. She did stuff for Phelps. Yep. But this Chardonnay is something really, everybody loves Chardonnay. And what really attracted us to this wine, it was the minimal use of oak. I think Chardonnay sometimes gets, adulterated by oak. This is just a minimal use of oak.
I don't even taste it.
No, you got a lot of green apple on the nose, pear. It just jumps out of the glass. So if you're going to have, again, chicken, turkey, even that ham again, well, you know what? Some people like white wine with everything. This can go good with lamb.
This is a nice, refreshing wine. It would go perfect with your meal at Easter.
Either that, or it goes good as an aperitif also, because you can serve this nice and chilled. It's delicate, it's elegant, and easy to drink.
And best thing, $11.99 a bottle.
That's
wow! How can you beat that one? Now we're going to jump over to the reds, and we're going over to Italy. Tell us about the Granducale.
Well, this is, if you remember correctly, we did the Granducale Reserva around Christmas. This is the Granducale Straight Chianti. The winemaker behind this brand is Attilio Pagli. He's a world-renowned Italian enologist. He's made wines like Salvione Brunello, which sells for about $200. This is about, say, 95% Sangiovese with 5% Merlot. The Chiantis tend to be a little acidic. The Merlot just rounds it out on your mouth. What I'm saying, I know in my house, my wife's probably going to have lasagna before we have the lamb or the ham. So this will be perfect with the pasta, or you can carry this through dinner. It's soft enough for a non-red wine drinker to have it, and it's also complex enough for the sophisticated palate to enjoy it.
What a nose on it.
Yeah, soft,
nice
juicy,
fruit with a little spice in there.
Soft, juicy, but really doesn't give some nice balance in the middle of the palate.
I had some last night with dinner, and it tasted a lot better after it was open about 30, 40 minutes.
It does need some time to be open, and it's some aeration, but it's the kind of wine, even if Aunt Mabel comes over, you could put a slight chill on this, throw this in the fridge for 5 minutes, take the warmth off of it.
You know what? Great thing about it, $9.99 a bottle. Another terrific buy right there. And these are all things, these are wines that we get direct at Stu's, so you're not going to see any ads in the Wine Spectator or anything like that. The great deal we get goes into the great price. And the thing we've asked Jerry to do is he has to select great wines. He has a terrific palate, has to pick great wines at great prices. So you're getting great deals on these right here. Now we got our last one, which is a Scala. We're jumping down Argentina.
Right. We're actually still we're going to be going down to Mendoza. This is from Mendoza, the Mendoza region. We're going down to see
that's steak country down there.
Oh, that's it. That's beef, and this screams for a great, thick, juicy porterhouse steak. This is made by Ernesto Catena. People familiar with Argentina know that the Catena family has been making wine in Argentina for centuries. They're probably one of the most prestigious, renowned. They're almost like the Rothschilds of Argentina. Ernesto is the son. He's produced this wine. It's a very soft, juicy, elegant Malbec. As you know, Malbecs have really risen in popularity. You know why? Because they're not as astringent as Cab, they're not as mellow as Merlot. They're right in between there, medium body with some underlying spice, a nice thick porterhouse, or even, lamb. You use a lot of garlic and rosemary with lamb and each stuff. This one would be great.
This is the hot wine of the year right now. Malbec is what everybody's talking about. Because if you love Cabernet, if you like these super Tuscans, if you like a nice big fruit forward wine, you just go down to Argentina at a fraction of the price and get a great wine. And we sold 5,000 bottles of this last year.
We let people taste it, and people loved it immediately.
Yeah. And the best thing, what do you have for a price on this thing?
That's $15.99. It's unbelievable. Under $20, it's probably one of the best values we have in the whole store.
So anyway, here's our 4 great wines for Easter that I think you'll enjoy. And you got a couple whites, we got a couple reds, and they're great values, great deals. They're going to be on my table. I hope they're on yours too. Jerry, thanks, buddy.
Happy Easter, everybody.
Okay, so long.